All opinions expressed on this presentation are of the individuals themselves. This is for adults only and may contain discussions likely to offend. Bald Statements, starring Rob Lewis, Gary Redfern, and Will Atkins. Episode 6, Monarchy in the UK.
Yes, good evening. This is Bald Statements. I'm Gary, pleased to meet you all.
I'm Will, delighted to meet you all.
I'm Rob, or Bert as they'll call me today. Pleased to meet you all.
So, today we are talking about the king. Should he be king? Should he have not be king? Should he have abdicated? Should Camilla be called the queen? All that sort of thing. And
should we even have a king?
Should we even have a monarchy at all? But that's right. So, who wants to kick off? I'll kick off, shall I?
Yeah,
shall I kick off? Yeah, all right, I'll kick off. Right.
Yeah.
I personally don't think King Charles should be King Charles. I think he should have abdicated and left it to...
William?
Well, yes, not Harry. Yeah. Because, let's face it, he's old, he hasn't got long left. The amount of money it's going to cost and all that sort of thing. So just skip that one and go to...
But the Queen didn't.
William. What?
The Queen didn't abdicate because she was old.
No, but she was queen. She should have given it up a bit earlier, and let Charlie have more of a go at it. But she said she would do it until the day she died, and she did. So that's what I think.
I don't think we should have a monarchy. That's me straight from the
At all.
I don't think we should have a monarchy at all.
Why?
It's outdated. We don't need a monarchy. We have an elected government voted for by the people. We do not need this archaic system of being made a head of state purely for an accident of birth.
It is a drain on the public purse as well.
Yes. But then some people say, oh, but the tourism.
Tourism does not outweigh how much we spend.
I don't have figures, but I wouldn't be surprised if it costs more than it makes.
I reckon. Go on.
We could look it up. I don't know.
We could.
But it would be doctored anyway. They'd never get the full truth. We were very quiet.
Fuck them.
I didn't expect... I thought you were going to be, oh, fucking God save the fucking Queen.
Fuck them all. Absolute, like you say, shambles that we've still got out. It's not the 17th century anymore. We have an elected parliament to deal with everything. What they do generate in tourism, I'd assume is a fair amount. However, the amount that's spent keeping Buckingham Palace, the security, the renovation work, etc., far outweighs, or even to be honest, if it parallel and it's exactly break even, it is a complete waste of funds to have to curtsy and bow down to people. Again, accident of birth just because where they came from is shocking. I think Prince Harry's a massive prick, but fair play to him. He's decided to get out and think, fuck this. He's married a complete wrong and she's a fucking piece of work, but that's another day for another story. Reverse that. But I think Prince William does good bits in society and that, but overall, I think we should scrap the monarchy altogether. Knock down Buckingham Palace, build a fuckload of houses, solve some of the housing crisis. And, fuck it all. Got no time for any of the monarchy. The Queen did... It should have ended with the Queen. She did a good service. That's it. Move the fuck on.
This could be a short episode because we're all in agreement. So we're going to have to get picky about what we disagree with here.
All right.
I don't think they should knock down Buckingham Palace. And the reason I think that is because monarchists all make the claim, tourism, etc. France got rid of their monarchy a long time ago. Mm-hmm. They've still kept the palaces and stuff for the tourists.
Yeah, Versailles is very popular.
Yeah, so that's where you get your tourism money from. Mm-hmm. So you can still keep that.
Yeah, because you can't go in Buckingham Palace. You rarely meet the royals anyway.
Bits of it you can, can't you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, can you?
You can go in some parts of it, yeah.
Ah.
Not where the king has a shit.
No.
Because he does.
Does he?
So does
Camilla.
Camilla.
Yeah.
Camilla.
I think we should keep the buildings because that's where the history is and the tourism, but absolutely get rid of the monarchy themselves. We don't need them.
I don't get rid of the housing crisis in this country. Fuck off Buckingham Palace. Build a fuckload of houses. Flog them up. Fuck them. Just for tourism. Fucking
Not
they
bad
can
stance.
come here, you know, they can come here and look at the Tower of London. Big Ben. Don't need to look at... Ooh, Buckingham Palace, look at that big building. Where loads of filthy rich people that never earn it in their
But
lives.
tourism is one of the only ways that we can get money from elsewhere. There aren't many other ways now. We've kind of shot ourselves in the foot
Yeah, but
on that front.
we can revisit Brexit at another episode. Now, I honestly don't
That's
think...
not going to happen.
No, we won't.
They wouldn't let us back in anyway.
We'll be back in Europe.
It's like getting back with an ex.
Within 15, 20 years, a lot of the people that voted Brexit, a lot will have died off in 20 years. And a lot of the hippie muppets now, who are gluing themselves to roads and things, we want to get back in, and that's where I think...
How have we got to them again?
No, I'm just saying. Again, it all
From
correlates. But yeah, no, Camilla, no, I mean, you know, good luck to them, but walking around like a bunch of pretentious pricks. The crap that's happened with Prince Andrew, crap that's happened with Prince Harry, even Beatrice and Eugenie, they're just swanning around like they own the place. No time for them at all. Literally, they've done nothing substantial with their lives that hasn't been given to them with the silver spoon. No respect for them.
And just for the record, we're recording this before the coronation as well, so you guys will probably be hearing it afterwards. But
Do you know, I have
a week and a
never
half before.
ever seen Buckingham Palace live.
Really? You never driven past
No,
it?
never driven past.
I did as a
Buckingham
kid.
Palace.
We were a day trip to London. We kind of walked past it, but that's as close as I've been.
No, never seen it.
Just full of tourists and a big fence.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And men with stupid fucking hats on
Exactly.
that aren't allowed
yeah.
to fucking sit down.
That's it. Unless and I don't like to give credit to countries like North Korea, but fair play to them. North Koreans.
I should think so.
No, their army and their soldiers and stuff pretty well for a country, especially of that size. Anyway, pretty well tooled up. Look pretty modern, very smart and very modern. But look like modern soldiers don't look the fuck. If you come here and see the soldiers guard in Buckingham Palace, you think, what the fuck are you wearing? Tradition needs to stop.
Well, they're
somewhere.
not. Are they soldiers?
Technically, are they
Queen's
I'm
Guard.
sure.
Queen's
Yeah,
Guard,
I'm
yeah.
sure they are.
But when
armed
they've got
forces,
this
but they don't
fucking
necessarily-
stupid thing, fucking get a couple out there, big fucking bulletproof vests, couple of fucking AK-47s.
Looking like us with fucking stab-proof vests on.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Now come here and
Phil
fucking
Grant.
have a go, fucking jumping over the fucking... Thank you. But jumping over the fucking fence, you know? It's pointless. And the beef eaters and all the other shit, everything is done with tradition and the Queen. How it used to be in the 1600s. Evolve, for fuck's sake. How much money do you spend on it?
I saw a Facebook comment the other day, and it was like, "Oh, I love the monarchy. I can't wait for the coronation. No one does the pomp and ceremony like us." And I really had to stop myself from writing a comment like, "No one does fucking kids' TV star fucking paedophiles like us either, but we don't have to keep that going."
Yeah,
I didn't do it in the end.
Quite an extreme example, but I see where you're
And they
coming
were
from.
mates as well. Talking about the late Jimmy Savile, who was very good friends with King Charles.
Oh, was he?
Oh yes, lots that they had. Yeah, they were very good friends. Lots of times they were photographed together. They used to go. They played golf together or something. Didn't they? There's
Something to do with balls.
they were very good friends.
Little ones.
And
There's a club.
I'm not saying that everyone knows everything about their friends' lives. I have worked for someone and thought they were a decent guy that turned out to be a prolific paedophile. So you don't always know what's going on. But with someone like Jimmy Savile, I think anyone that met him should be asking some questions.
I think the links with the Saviles, the Epsteins,
It's not the Saviles, it was just him.
the likes of Jimmy Savile, and people who you would hold big question marks over their personal existence and beliefs and actions and things. You can't say that you've been oblivious to it all. You can't say if you friends who know someone that period of time. Well, I'm not saying you'll know all the ins and outs. You sort of know. We've all known people. You
I don't know.
think, a bit of a wrong.
I worked with this guy. I had no idea. Absolutely. I'm not saying any more because.
No. But did you ever socialise with him, say out of work?
Yep.
Was it all through work? You did.
Yep.
Oh, right, that's cool.
Very, very clever.
Oh, very good.
Very deceptive. Yeah.
Jesus.
And
Turned out to be a
even
nonce.
after it came out, didn't believe it
Really fucking hell.
for a long while. So you generally don't know. The thing is, they're clever. Savile, how the fuck he got away with it, I don't know because he was so blatant with it. Usually, they're very, very manipulative and secretive about it. It's not something you blab about.
No, go on.
But yeah, there's strong links to Savile and the monarchy, particularly the present king, Charles.
So, okay, so what would be the benefits for keeping the monarchy? Apart from...
I don't know. I don't think
tourism?
anyone in this room can really make a case for that, can they?
No.
I'm surprised that we're all
Yeah,
on the same page.
keeping it. I don't know.
It's episode 7. We've all agreed on
6, I think. Yes, episode 6.
So there we go.
Tra-
We'll
tra-
disagree on it.
Yeah, like I say, tradition needs to move on. What about an updated monarchy?
How would that work?
I mean, some would say we
I
already
don't
got
know.
that.
I don't know how you do
In
it.
his defence, Charles has sacked off a lot of the titles now, where you'd have such and such in line of the throne, Duke of fucking cult jester, all this sort of shit. A lot of that's gone. He's reduced that a lot. So you could argue that that's a modernised monarchy.
But
still
the only defence of the monarchy I've got, I don't want a monarchy to fold, purely because it will make Meghan Markle think that she has done something productive with her life.
See, I think this is where we're going to disagree. I don't have an issue with Meghan. I'm no fan, but I don't get the hatred of Meghan Markle. Particularly by someone that doesn't like the royals.
Stands for everything woke that is wrong with society.
That's episode 7, woke. We're going to cover woke.
Absolute piece of work. If she was on fire and I was busting for a piss, I would hold it in.
Why don't you like her so much? What?
She is absolutely fucking
why?
crying.
Explain why.
I'll tell you why. Playing the racist card every 5 minutes, playing the feminine card.
Or is that the press?
No. Her and things that she said, not in it. Her and things that she said really fucks me off. Well,
You need examples. If you hate her, you've got to have some examples.
Saying that the reason for the royal family shunder was because there was not a colour sort of, I think of the politically correct word, but then remembered we were on this, so fuck that. But there wasn't a black culture within the royal family. They're very, very white.
And you're saying there is?
Things. No, there's not, no.
Right, so she's right then.
Okay, but she's right in that, but
Right,
it's
okay.
our monarchy.
That you don't want.
Our monarchy.
Our monarchy, yes. British monarchy. Not American or fucking Afro-American.
She's allowed an opinion.
Huh?
She's still allowed an opinion.
But then coming out, if an old person said, oh, what colour's the baby going to be? If you're a white and a black person, oh my God, I was so offended. Oh my God, I can't believe they asked that. It's a fucking question an old person
Did she say
asked.
that, or was that...
She did. She said it in the Oprah interview, yeah. She said she was astounded by it when someone asked what colour the baby was going to be. She said,
Who
my
are...
God.
I remember vaguely.
She didn't say who it was. She even wrote a letter to Prince Charles about it.
But it could have been a, what colour do you think the baby's going to be?
Exactly that. But no, she jumped
But
straight
did it need to be
on it.
asked? That's the question.
Well, yeah, if someone having general chat. So if my sister is going out with a black fella,
Why the fuck would you need to ask that?
if my sister's going out with a black fella and all that, what do you reckon colour's baby's going to be? Not
It's
even
too
What a
boss.
strange question to
No,
ask
no,
someone.
because
Two
you're gonna
white
go black
people
or
can
white?
have a black baby.
Oh,
I-
only when the lady's lying.
I don't know. I think that is a very strange question to ask someone in a mixed race.
No, I don't think
Because she's already mixed race, so
Okay,
that they might even be asking. I'm not taking the defence of the person asking the question, but they might be asking because you're lighter skinned. What colour do you think the baby will be in that? Again,
What shade?
I don't know how to defend that comment without saying it.
No,
without
you can-
being
okay, yeah,
sounding
okay.
racist.
Here you go.
I'm not going to be that.
You're pregnant. Oh yeah, cool. What do you think it's going to be? Girl or a boy? Do you think they're going to have a girl or a boy? Oh my God, how dare you inquire that? How dare you? Whatever it is, as long as it's a healthy baby, I don't care. People ask the question. People say all sorts of shit with babies.
They don't say, oh, do you reckon I need glasses?
You never know.
They don't say, oh, do you reckon I have both legs? That's
Yeah,
not a
you'd
question
be
you
alright.
ask.
No, you'd be alright.
Girl or a boy it's a common
Alright.
thing to ask because it's a...
Disabled woman, for example, with spina bifida. Just say she's pregnant. Hypothetical, really throwing it out there, really opening the box. Okay? Someone is going to say to her at the
Makes your
time,
porn again, isn't it?
is the baby going to be alright? Or the baby might have any genetics or anything for you?
Yeah, because the baby might be... There might be medical issues that need looking at.
Exactly.
You won't get that with a mixed race baby.
No, I know, but
It's not a relevant
it's still a question. No, it's still a question. No, I think it is. And then she's still gone over there. She's
But
taken
you're saying
her
that
over
from a
there.
place of white privilege, you think
Oh,
it is.
don't it? That is episode
why
no.
why not say
There
that?
is
You are saying it
no
from a place
such
of that.
thing as white privilege.
Coming from a white person.
Yeah, I'm telling you that now. Anyone else that tells you otherwise, you're being brainwashed. There is no such thing as white privilege.
And the fact
Fucking
that you're
load of
here
bollocks.
saying that...
Yeah, no such thing. No such thing.
That
as
will
white
definitely be a
privilege.
future episode.
That fucking will be. White privilege is a load of fucking bullshit.
That's basically where you're coming from. That you've said it's a relevant question from a place of white privilege. It's not a relevant question to ask someone that's pregnant. I don't know who asked it or when it happened. I know very little about it, but it's a very
Everyone thought it
irrelevant-
was the Duke of Edinburgh, didn't they?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Also, she's
but
already-
I wouldn't be surprised. It's not a relevant question to ask someone.
No,
what colour you think
it's
your
an
baby's gonna
inquisitive
be.
question. She's out of royal dinner. She's a second-rate actress. Already been married once. shut the fuck up, sit
What
down
does it
and
sound,
answer
mate?
the questions.
What she did for a living,
Oh,
or whether she's been married
used,
before.
damaged goods. She always
Charles
just
has
goes
been
after
married
the money.
before.
Yeah, I know he is. And he's hardly come out of that in shining light.
Well,
has he?
But
That's really one example.
It's not a relevant or necessary question to ask someone,
Well, what question-
regardless of where they are in.
What
in
question is ever
society.
relevant or necessary unless it's going to directly impact you?
Well, isn't necessarily relevant to ask anything about someone's fucking unborn baby.
It could be about anything. Anything.
There we go.
It's okay, mate. We're live.
Yeah.
It's none of your fucking business what colour someone's baby is.
No, I know, but it's more of an inquisitive. What do you think it's going to be? If you're a white person and a brown person, if I'm going out with a purple person and I get her pregnant and someone says to me,
person.
no, just hypothetically, yeah?
Hypothetically.
Cool. What colour's the baby going to be, do you reckon? You reckon it to be purple or do you reckon it to be white? Well, it's none of your fucking business. Well, no, of course you're going to ask the question.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
It's a really irrelevant question.
I'll be more, why are you going out with a purple person?
I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to make this so this one doesn't need to be edited.
Undo the leash on
Let's
her.
not get woke.
Yeah, but no, and she is. She's an absolutely disgrace of a human being.
But why?
The way
Because
she's cut, the way she's treated her
You-
father.
You haven't. Okay, how'd she treat her father?
You've not. Oh, surely you've read up on that.
No, I don't give a shit about her. I just don't understand the hate.
Oh fuck me! The
I'm
way
no
she's
fan of hers, but I'm
completely
no-
disowned her father and had anything to do
Just
ever
give a
since she
reason
become
why?
rich. Like because he wanted to have some part of her life and she was neglecting him. And they had a big falling out. He's come out and done interviews like saying, look, anyway, we can sort this out. She's completely done nothing, and he's done.
So
it
this
all
is all
for the
hearsay. I mean, this happens. A lot of people don't talk to their
It
parents
used
for
to
whatever
be.
reason.
It used to
Do
be
you have a big
before the
problem with
wedding.
them?
Before the wedding, about a year before they were quite close. They were in the papers and things like that.
But do you have a big problem with other people that don't talk to their parents?
No, sometimes there are reasons, but sometimes there need reasons.
But there might be reasons for this.
Ah, shit! Yeah, you could have me there.
But you don't. But you don't hate them for it.
I know, but Meghan Markle is just so much. You know what? I absolutely.
Sounds
detest
like you've jumped on the Meghan Markle hate bandwagon.
No,
because of your
I'll
fucking
tell you
mate
what.
with the farm.
No, I'll tell you what. 100%. Right, in terms of in the way she looks, she actually, she's pretty solid. 7.5 out of 10.
I don't know. Again,
No, there
that's
is.
not relevant.
No, there is.
It's-
Listen, there is a video on Pornhub of a Meghan Markle.
For fuck's
And
sake.
she is. Now hear me out. She is Meghan Markle lookalike. Type her in. She looks the fucking spitting image. It's quite a banging video. It's quite proper. Looks like Meghan Markle as well.
So far, we've
all that.
established
Yeah.
that your hatred towards Meghan Markle is because someone asked her an irrelevant question. She doesn't talk to her dad for reasons we don't know, and a lookalike of her scrubs up to 7.5 out of 10 on Pornhub.
I think we should get Gary's opinion on this because he's got a smug look going on.
I haven't got a smug look. Like I say, you've jumped on them. You have got no real issues.
This is why you don't like James O'Brien, because all he does is expose your own weak
He
arguments.
is he's the biggest prick going on radio.
I fucking love James
Yeah,
O'Brien.
he's a
Sorry, Gary,
fucking
interrupted you
dick,
then.
No, it's fine. I didn't really have much to say. I say I'm not a fan of hers, but
Why aren't you a fan of hers?
because I don't know anything about her.
Okay, so why are you not a fan of hers? Would you say you're not a fan?
Because I don't know anything about her. Really.
So you don't like her?
I'm not a fan of hers. I
I
said
don't
that
dislike her because I don't know her enough to dislike her.
Oh fucking look! You're all being woke with this one. No,
I'm not being
Well.
woke.
What's woke about that?
Look, we'll discuss woke. They'll know what it is in the next couple of episodes' time. But no, Meghan Markle is a bitch.
I think Harry's.
But you
cut
haven't
his,
said why.
Harry's cut his nose off to spite his face. I think
How's it?
he could have, if he wants to leave and have his own separate life and what have you. That's fine. The way he's gone about it might be a bit wrong because he's still called Prince Harry. He wants to lead the monarchy. Leave it. Leave
But
everything
is he
about it.
saying that?
Does he want to, or has Meghan made him?
I don't think.
I don't.
Meghan-
By moving
keep
back to
hitting
the
that
USA.
bloody
Oh shit!
microphone.
By moving over to the USA.
Meghan
taking
Markle
him
isn't
over there with the kids.
that stronger.
Of course she is. Harry is a fucking wimp. She would say jump how high, and at the end of the day, take away royalty, he's just a ginger kid who don't know who his dad is. All right, you're gonna be fucked up and easily led if you're that sort of kid, aren't you? Let's be honest.
I think he does know who his dad is, but
let's be honest.
He's not going to go on
No.
fucking telly.
I was gonna say, let's stand him next to Prince Charles and to that other ginger bloke that Princess Diana was having a bit with.
Major James Hewitt.
James Hewitt, yeah.
Can you stop hitting that fucking microphone?
It's because Gary passed me the phone.
Well, it's vibrating on the table.
Okay. But yeah, no, James Hewitt. You know, if
Yeah,
you,
I mean, we can't categorically say that James Hewitt is Prince Harry's dad.
okay, so you can have Prince Harry stood next to Prince Charles and Prince Hewitt, and ask a
Prince
million
Hewitt,
people.
Prince Hewitt.
Major Hewitt, yeah.
Major Hewitt, and ask him who does he look
It could
like
be
the
another
most?
ginger father.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
'cause Diana was over it.
We can't say categorically this is the case because last thing I want to do is to get in a legal argument with the royal family.
Think of the publicity.
Suspect we'd lose.
Bad publicity.
I say we. You two are doing this, not me. I've got my own court battles to fight.
If we get a phone call on Monday, we're in a legal battle with the Queen.
It's not going out yet.
Yeah, no, the King.
We'll
but
be alright
when it comes,
you'll be right for a month.
yeah, if the King decides to sue us, fucking hell, boom, there'll be some fucking listeners. I mean, don't get me wrong, it might not work out well for the end of us.
Yeah.
But no, I think so. Meghan Markle, no, she can fuck off. Prince Harry can fuck off. Prince William, I like. I think I've got a bit of time for him. He seems to.
See, I don't know how
man
you
of the
can
people.
like someone but not like them.
Okay, my opinion of him is good. Shall we say? I have a good opinion of Prince William.
Okay, I dislike him less than the others.
Yeah. Kate, I like Kate. I've got a lot of time for Kate.
Oh, you
Don't get me
astound
wrong.
me. Why is that? Let's. Why do you like
She's
Kate?
fit as she a 9 out of 10.
No, no one's a 9.
The wife might be more than a 9 or a 9.
so-
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'll bring a name into it. Yeah. No, Kate's
Oh,
an 8
yeah.
and a half.
No, you just have you seen a lookalike of her on Pornhub?
No.
Not for the want of looking.
No, it's on XNXX, Kate. Yeah.
I thought porn was bad anyway.
It is for youngsters.
You're a youngster.
Thank you.
Is he?
But
Fuck, look
if
at
you-
him.
No, I'm not having it.
You're
No.
childish.
He's younger than us, but fuck does he look older.
No, I'm not having it. I look quite refined. Look at me now. Look at it. You've got
Refined.
fucking silver in your beard. I've got nice fucking brown beard.
At least I can grow one.
That's why Bert's supporting the ginger. What the fuck? I can grab. What's this then?
Bit of fluff.
It's a bit of flat. Look at that. That's a fucking nice trimmer. Look at yours. Stop trying to get me wound up. There's no need for it, alright?
Alright, so
Yeah.
so none of us are fans of rock. What do you think of that guy? Can't think of his fucking name now. I looked it up yesterday. The guy that threw the eggs at Charles, said "Not my king," and your brother's a pedo.
Dick.
Right.
Yeah. What did it achieve?
Yeah, he's one of them woke hippies. Nothing better to do with his time. Alright, if he's not your king, don't call him the king.
Is he a woke
That's
hippie?
it.
Because he's on the same side as you with that.
Yeah, but it's
his
irrelevant.
actions were different.
Yeah, his actions are just actions of a woke hippie. At the end of the day, he's not my king, not my king. Alright, he's not your king. Don't call him king. Don't go and see him then. You're fucking fine. Don't worry
He didn't
about
call
it.
him king. He said, "You're not
Don't
my
waste
king."
the eggs.
And
Yeah, I know,
he-
you're not my king and all that, exactly. So if he's not your
I
king,
don't agree
fine.
with the throwing the eggs.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. And if you don't want him to be the king, don't have him as your king. Fucking simple.
You haven't got a choice. Let's be
yeah,
fair.
No, he hasn't got. He has. He hasn't got a choice of him being the king. But in terms of if he's your king, that's up to you. Is Prince Charles your king? Is King Charles your king?
Unfortunately, yes.
No, he's not your king. He's a king.
Because-
he's not my king.
Because I can't go to the coronation and say you're not my king because I'll get fucking arrested.
I wouldn't go and say that. But he's not my king. He is the
But then
king.
we're back to what you said earlier about freedom of speech.
He's
and
the
all that
king,
sort
but
of-
he's not my king. If I don't want him to be my king, I'm not going to go there and throw eggs though to emphasise that point. He's not my king. He's the king. Same as Rishi Sunak is not my prime minister. He's the prime minister. You'll be seen dead with
I thought
him.
you liked the Tories.
Rishi Sunak is a massive fucking
I
dick.
thought you liked the Tories.
I like the party, but Rishi Sunak is a dick.
Why?
I think we know why.
No, it's.
I think we know
no,
why.
Rishi Sunak, fucking absolute. Him, Sadiq Khan, absolute fucking.
Oh,
I mean,
is that why, do you
Sadiq
think?
Khan's from a different.
Yeah, I know he's from a different party, but I can still dislike
It's,
individuals.
funny that you've chosen those two.
Why is that? All right, Nicola Sturgeon as well. What a bitch. There you go.
Women, different demographic.
Ah, you.
So Boris Johnson.
Tony Blair, biggest dickhead in politics ever.
Okay.
There you go. Have that.
Gordon Brown.
No, Gordon Brown was only following on what Tony Blair did. We got a complaint about us on a job once because me and someone else was discussing Tony Blair, and it turned out they were big Tony Blair fans, and they wrote into that firm that we all used to do bits and pieces for,
Really?
and said that our political views and this. We know we live in a day and age of free speech, but and all we were saying is that Tony Blair, how he had opened the borders, fucked the country, gone to a war that was unnecessary, pretty much put the country back where it is now, but back sort of 30 years, and why all the crap we're in now because of that. And that
Why the
led to
jobs took so
Brexit,
long?
to Brexit and everything else. And
What the fuck are you doing talking about all this shit with a customer that clearly doesn't
No, the
agree
customer
with
was
you?
stood in the kitchen. Me and Lloyd, and this was only about chat for about bloody hell, a minute and a
We
half.
had to keep that name in? We had to keep that name in?
I was talking about my bank.
Right.
There you go. And
Because that's better.
but yeah, and do that, and the customer complained. And I was fuming. This customer made no. He was an absolute moron. And ironically, I googled this customer's name, because I was so angry. Anyway. I googled his name, and the first thing that come up: local resident in Colchester invites local MP round to complain about graffiti. Took the day off work to show graffiti around Colchester to complain to his local MP why stuff wasn't being done about it. This guy was about 30. Nothing better to do with his time. One of those woke hippies. Nothing better to do with themselves. Waste of space. Cheers.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah. Gal, what's your
I
views?
don't know how any of that is relevant.
Yeah, it's all relevant.
To what?
Because Tony Blair, you were trying to big out because I said I
No,
don't
but
like Rishi
why had to know
Sunak.
about this customer?
This customer was a
complained.
dick. He was a dick. Absolute dick. Tried to make out that me and Lloyd had alternative views and stuff.
We had alternative views to him, clearly.
Yeah.
And what was the action taken?
The company we worked for pretty much just, they went there and they, the guy was such a dick. I know they sided with us. They saw we'd actually in the right. And we're like, fuck him, this guy's a prick. Fuck him. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I know Mr. X, who's manager of the firm, went round there and had a chat with him, and he put them quite straight and cut things like, no, we've been told this. Because the good thing was the Muppet decided to try and make up lies as well and got caught out on about 5 or 6 things. And when he went round, he recorded the conversation as well. It was quite funny. He went, oh no, this never happened, this never happened, this never happened. They never even introduced themselves. Said, oh, okay, well, that's funny, because I spoke to the 2 lads, and they said when they turned up, the first thing you said was, quick, can you 2 go and stand in the kitchen? I'm trying to get the cat. And you stuck them both in the kitchen downstairs for 10 minutes before getting the cat. Oh, yes, well, I forgot about that, but yeah, in general, it was like, so there you go, that's what happened, and everything else. The guy was the biggest prick going. But yeah, Google his name. He's a guy in Colchester.
Don't read it out now.
No, I'm not going to read it out now, but just look, Colchester graffiti complaints to MP. See, a bloke, absolute
Might as well turn
moron,
the name
man. No, I don't know his name, but no.
Well, there you go. So
How am I supposed to fucking Google it then?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, no, you know what I meant.
It's not relevant.
No,
It's a bit like asking someone what colour their baby's likely to be.
Oh, fuck off.
Completely
It's still,
irrelevant.
No, but it's still conversation.
Conversation,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it, you can make
Conversation could be
conversation.
anything.
No, not necessarily. I'm not having
Am I wrong?
Well, you technically...
We're all getting tired now, aren't we?
no, bet you're not wrong at all. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a. You don't like Richie Sunak for what reason again?
I think the guy's a massive cock.
But
Stuck up
without
rich bastard.
using names and insults, why don't you like him?
Because I don't think he takes the necessary action when relevant to do things such as you see with a lot of strike action and things now. A lot of stuff that's coming in too late, which should have been implemented far back ago. Also the fact to do with the matter with his wife and himself with their offshore tax accounts and all the other little fiddles and stuff that have been coming to the surface from him recently. I think especially now in a cost of living crisis where everyone is relying on you, you need to be seen to be setting the example.
That's fair enough.
And by not setting the example yourself, yeah.
I want to put it out there that I'm not a fan of his either. But, yeah, I never have been. I haven't been a fan of anyone in the Tory party for a long while
I do think
now.
Rishi Sunak, he did as well as he could have done during COVID. However, I think at the time, a lot of people
Dragged his heels
thought
on that.
he was brilliant. I think now, looking back at it though, which no one else knew at the time and there were no other options, look back now and think, okay, he could have single-handedly destroyed our economy. And as you said, he delayed a lot of the action. I mean, you remember it at the time, even when furlough and that came
it was
out,
tough.
all
We
the
were still
employed
getting
people
left.
were straight away, you're going to get there. Self-employed people, we had to wait, I think, a good few weeks after to even find out if we're getting anything. And even remember it when it very first came out and they were addressing everyone who's key workers and not. In our profession, I think we were all the last ones to know because the solicitors were saying we should still be working. And it took, I think, literally the removals industry to go on the news and say, what's happening with house moves? And then it was, oh yeah, you can still do it, but, well, we will look after you with furlough.
I kind of just about got out of removals then. So, but the music industry was hit fucking hard. And I actually ended up doing more removals because of that, because I couldn't do the gigs and the teaching so much. But I could do the removals, which was bizarre.
Made it hard on all of us.
So, King Charles. Cunt?
Well, apparently so.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he's a cunt, I'd just say he's born into something where he's never had to do a day's work in his life. Spoon-fed. No one likes a a person with a silver spoon.
That's exactly what his son would do. His son has been in was he in the Air Force?
I think William was in the Air Force, yeah.
They both were, weren't they?
William also
Harry
worked
was in
around
the
this way, Wattersham, weren't they?
No, William also done
Air ambulance.
air ambulance, yeah.
Ah, that's right, yeah. That was around here, wasn't it? No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Essex ambulance.
Yeah.
East Anglia, wasn't it?
Oh, East Anglia, yeah.
Staying in air ambulance, yeah. And, done a bit of work, but no, I think in the grand scheme of things, this country is stuck too far clinging on to the past. And that's one of the reasons why the country's going downhill, because it doesn't look toward the future. You look at all the developing countries and that in the world, even like you look at the likes of the Dubais and the Qatars and the countries like that who are moving forward with stuff and taking new steps. But this country's stuck.
But you say that, but then in an earlier episode, you were talking about banning women from driving.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a step backwards.
That is a purely...
That's a fucking leap.
That's
taking women's rights away.
Not denying it. That is a personal view. That is not an economic view. If I'm looking at it from it economically and in the greater good of things, then yeah, it doesn't make sense. But from a personal opinion, in terms of what irritates me when I'm driving, yeah, get them off the road. Stop holding me up. And I'm not speeding, by the way. Just clarifying before you go, he's fucking speed limit, not the target and all that shit. Fucks me off.
I think anyone listening isn't going to use that to describe you. They're not going to be moaning about you speeding.
Really? I think we've all got enough here for litigation, but...
Yeah, I've got my speeding ticket over there as well. I got it in November.
Well, me and Gary are sharing a cell.
I was only 6 miles over as well.
What are you doing? What are you doing? A speed awareness course?
Yeah, that was my first one, so I had to do it online.
Did that cost 90 quid, didn't it?
Something like that, 90.
90 quid and saves the 3 points.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
that's what I
that,
had to
yeah.
do online, yeah.
Out of interest, I got one speeding ticket and I did it working for a firm, and I got done doing a 36 and a 30. And I went to the speeding awareness course. I believe it was in Ipswich. It was in Ipswich or Bury. And there were about 25 people there.
There we go.
There were 3 men. 3 men. Which
And what colour were they?
doesn't really help my argument about women always driving slowly.
Well, I can say you're so fucking hesitant.
Yeah, no, we'll cut that bit out. We'll cut that. No, there was a bat for it. It was more than that. But yeah, and what I don't realise, I don't see people's colour. I only see people for who they are.
Except for Rishi Sunak,
Comment
Meghan
below if you
Markle,
think that's true or
Sadiq
not.
Khan, to name just 3 people that you've brought up.
Sadiq Khan is an absolute fucking dick. Nicola Sturgeon and Tony Blair, Sadiq Khan and Rishi Sunak.
Sadiq Khan's the Mayor of London, isn't
He is a fucking moron.
he? Yeah.
Why?
Because fuck me, what he's done in power, the shit fucking crap that he's caused, the crap with the ULEZ stuff, what he's created for cyclists, which he thinks is a good idea, but it's also a death trap, and his overall view of things, and his inability to answer simple questions without lying. It's a fucking disgrace of a man.
I don't know a lot about him.
Watch some of the
an opinion.
select committee. If ever you get
Right.
time on YouTube and see Sadiq Khan getting grilled, and he just lies out. He gets called out by them. You've lied. You said this didn't happen, and then you said you didn't ask for this, and you did. And he'll just, I refer you to my... He's a fucking moron. Fuck him.
Let us know in the comments what you think about any of these people. None of these people I have much time for, nor do I really despise many of them.
So if we all hate them so much, are we voting in the next election?
Yes.
I'll be voting, yeah.
I'll be voting, yeah.
I got my passport back, because you need all that.
You need ID, don't you?
That's convenient now. That
Yeah.
that's another way of guaranteeing Tory leadership by alienating those that can't afford photo ID.
So do you reckon Tories will get back in again?
I don't know.
Yes, they will. Tories will get back in. Because there's no viable alternative out there. The Labour Party have had 20 years of the easiest Tory party to beat ever, and they've failed every single year since because they're so incompetent themselves and they're so left-wing. There are still more right-wingers than left-wingers, so that's why the Labour Party will fail again. They keep putting in Jeremy Corbyns, Keir Starmers, Diane Abbotts and
Are
people
they that left
associated
wing though? Because true Labour supporters that have been Labour all their life, they'll argue that they're not representative of them now, the Labour Party currently, and a lot of people say that Starmer is a Tory in disguise.
Labour Party used to be the party of the people,
Yeah,
but the people are not left-wing in this country.
a lot of them are.
A lot of them are, but that's why they're failing. Not enough.
Am I left wing or right wing?
You're right-wing.
Am I?
Yeah.
Are
I'd
you-
say you're on the on the right. Yeah,
I don't understand which.
Right-wing is bad.
Will's right. I'm left.
Oh. Oh, really?
I mean, I don't mean that literally. See, I think that the
Will's
right,
right, I
the
think.
right are the most inappropriately named group as well.
What should I be calling? The alternative.
I don't know, but the right.
So I'm right. So what does that mean?
Means you're right. Right wing.
Racist, sexist.
I'm not racist.
Well, then you're on the right then, aren't
That's
you?
what a racist would say.
That's far right. You could be right wing without being far right.
You can have right.
I would say you're right centre.
But the best way described, a left wing. Bring the boats over here. Let them come here.
No,
have
that's-
warmth and all that. No, that's
That's
left
far
wing.
left.
All right, that is left.
That's far left.
Right is get Navy blown up. Fuck them.
That's far right.
Yeah.
They're the two vast extremes. There is room in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
I think you're right of centre.
Right. I've said. Okay.
What would you say, Wayne?
Right bordering on far right.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And you're left.
I'm left. I used to be.
No, I don't
used to
think
be
you're
right
left.
wing.
I think you're proper central.
No.
Ever so slightly to the left.
Oh, you wait. We've got more shows. We've got woke to cover as yet and all that sort
Don't
of
even.
stuff.
I'll bring in a.
Then we'll-
Don't woke. Revise search that shit because that will. That
Because he
really
knows
gets me
that
up.
I know what I'm fucking talking about already
you'll
on that
fuck
one.
it, I'll tell you that now. That will fuck me.
We had a
right.
little conversation on Facebook on someone else's. That fucking idiot.
Oh fuck! That was
What a
brilliant.
fucking bellend he was.
Yeah, it was a Facebook post. I can't even remember what it was, but fucking he put something on, and I just thought I'm going to antagonise this even further.
But he got all shitty with me, saying, "How dare you comment on my? What the fuck is this? I haven't knocked on your fucking front door,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a
I can't even remember what the post was. Can you remember what the post was for listeners so they don't just think?
oh
we don't
god. He was American
know? Yeah.
because they assume that we're all in the same country. Something about things that go against science. The natural
Transgenderism. He was talking about it's not natural.
That's where it came from.
That's
He was
another
saying
episode, guys.
something that goes against. What was the term he used? Scientific
Science.
nature. And I said, well, that includes people that wear glasses, have surgery, insulin, any kind
Get
of
drunk.
medicine, anything that isn't natural. And fuck's sake, Will did his usual stirring it up, but I knew it was Will. But then this other guy got proper like shitty because I jumped on his comment. How dare you talk? I'm not scared of you. All this kind of shit, making threats, and like saying that how dare I make such a comment?
I'll take it. It's fine.
And I just put, look, dude, I haven't knocked on your front door and said this.
You actually
I haven't-
started it with when he said about disagreeing, but it was like, welcome to the internet.
Yeah, is it your first day on the internet? Yeah. Triggered much? And I said, I haven't like come around your house to do this or gone on your Facebook profile. You've put a comment on a public post and I've responded to that. That's fair game, you know. And he started saying, oh, you're being childish. I didn't call anyone names or anything. I said, rather than talk about why or how I've done this, why not actually address the point I was making? Because I'd hate for you to be labelled a snowflake and offended by everything.
Facebook, you are James O'Brien.
Thank you.
Fucking breaking that. No, it's not a compliment. But
it is.
It's not a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Have you ever listened to James O'Brien?
No.
Oh fuck.
He's the big one, the big grey-haired man, yeah?
No,
Nick
that was Nick
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Oh.
James O'Brien is a fucking left eye. He's
He
a
is
fucking
brilliant.
piece of shit.
Because
He
James
is an
O'Brien
absolute
gets
prick.
people to tie themselves up.
He does. He's
Right.
a
In
prick
their
that
own
can't see other
shit
people's
arguments.
views and just doesn't
But he
understand.
can. All he asks them is to explain them.
It's fucking
That's all
bullshit.
James O'Brien does is ask people to explain their views. Like I've asked you two today, like with Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
And you couldn't.
And you got
I did.
you got tangled up in circles.
I didn't get tangled up in circles.
did?
I don't like her, and I've told you why.
He was like a big ball of fucking
But
string.
they're really, really shitty reasons why. If they're your top 3 reasons of not liking her,
No, they're the only ones. Only ones like this chair is creaky again. The only ones I could think of at the time. I will research next time, next podcast.
why should you have to research why you already dislike someone?
Well, no, if I'm looking for
You're
actual
looking for
clarification.
reasons not to now
No,
because
no,
you've been
no.
challenged.
No, I've
That's
told
what
you
James
my
O'Brien
reasons.
does. He asks people
He's a
why they feel that way,
fucking
and they
moron.
can't answer it. And that's
See,
all he does.
I actually watch him the same reason I listen to Jeremy Vine, just because I think they're a couple of dicks, and I get wound up by them.
That's all he does. He just asks
He's a
people
fucking
to defend their opinions, and they can't do
Yeah,
it.
he's a dick.
He doesn't insult them. He literally just asks them to explain
He's
why they feel
like
they
George
feel.
Galloway. Reminds me of George Galloway in the same way that George Galloway conducts
you not like
his
him?
business. George Galloway, he's got some moments which...
He's a Scottish dude, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a prick, to be fair.
Who was he friends with?
Oh,
Famously?
fucking
Saddam
hell.
Hussein or
He's
something
Saddam
like
Yeah,
Hussein,
something like
yeah.
that. It was, yeah.
All the Far East.
But that's all he does. So I take that as a compliment. Because that's all I do. I just ask people why they think what they think, and they get tangled up trying to give an answer.
I didn't tangle myself.
They can't.
I quite clearly stated why I don't like Meghan Markle. Well, I know we can rewind it.
You started off with insults. Why I asked why you don't like her before you actually. I had to press you on an actual reason, and then your reason was pretty flawed.
I'm pretty flawed. No, I'm not having it.
One was because she was asked a really relevant question, and she spoke about that on a TV
It wasn't relevant, exactly.
Irrelevant.
You said relevant.
I said irrelevant.
I think listeners can make up their own mind there. You said it was relevant.
I think Jerry Springer's died.
What?
I think Jerry Springer's died.
Why is it?
Died.
It came up on my phone.
Oh.
Jerry Springer, best known, and then that was it.
Jerry.
I think he's died. Google it.
Okay. Well, that'll put a date stamp on this show.
Is that bad?
No?
Oh, Jerry Springer's dead.
He just said that. What was?
His heart stopped.
At the age of 79.
Well, ultimately.
Meghan Markle was seen fleeing the scene.
Oh, for fuck.
That's how we should end this show. Take care of yourself and each other.
Oh, for fuck.
In memory of Jerry. Yeah, in memory of Jerry. Oh, Jerry Springer.
But he was another shit stirrer.
Nah, he wasn't. He was an entertainer, wasn't he?
It's a shit stirrer. He'd get people on there deliberately to exploit them. Banter.
They get paid for it.
Did they? A lot of people thought that about Jeremy Kyle, and no one
that
got paid
went
for
wrong,
going on
didn't
Jeremy
it?
Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one got paid for that.
Well, I don't think, Jerry, it was his institution.
I didn't like that game show he hosted about you got to tell lies. Did you see that? Where
No.
they asked loads of questions, and if they put you on a polygraph machine, so then they know whether you're lying or whether you're not, and basically they'll say there's a wife in the audience and there's a husband there asking the questions. One of the questions might be, have you ever thought sexually about someone else whilst being with your wife? And they answer yes, and it's true. It doesn't go off. They're in trouble. They answer no. It goes off. They're lying. It was just a shit stirring thing.
It sounds awful.
It was awful. Yeah.
So if ever Gary's on a polygraph, the first question to ask him if he's nervous about it. Gary Redfern, have you ever had sexual thoughts about another lady?
No.
Let's feel your pulse.
Well, he's only talked about one.
It's not my pulse.
He talked about one in Australia and he turned her down.
Yeah.
I wasn't with then.
No.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of an awkward night. Yeah.
Yeah. One, what am I doing in Australia? Two,
Yeah. I mean, he still turned her down, so...
I did. Because it was the right thing to do.
So, okay, we still managed to find plenty to disagree with there, even though essentially we were all on the same side regarding the monarchy.
Yeah, it felt weird.
Essentially. I mean,
Essentially.
different aspects of the monarchy, we're not quite in agreement.
No. Overall, we were there. What's the next topic we're going to be discussing? Woke.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one.
Woke.
So I think future subjects are going to have woke, transgenderism. And what was the other one you said earlier on, Gal?
Is transgenderism going to come under...
English lessons.
going to come under how many genders there actually are and all that sort of thing?
Yeah.
The other way round. That will come into it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I think I heard 41.
Oh, really?
I think...
Fuck.
I'm not saying I agree with that.
Fucking
That's a different episode.
Fucking shame.
Yeah.
That'll be a different one to woke, although they will overlap, I'm sure. We spoke about some other things earlier on. We've kind of covered law and order. Why not send us an email to an email address that we haven't set up yet? We'll let you know in good time and see what you want us
Post
to
in the
talk
links
about.
when you want us to chat about.
Yeah, what would you like us to talk shit about for 45 minutes
Yeah.
to an hour on a regular basis? And yeah, now there was something else we talked about earlier on.
There was. When we was having breakfast.
Was it that now? Since then, I'm sure.
Was it? I can't remember breakfast.
Why they
subject
put
that came
beans in pots rather than on the plate? Is that a thing?
I think it's so they can be microwaved.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's easier than doing it in a sauce.
And also some people don't want bean juice by the egg juice.
Because I actually like them mixed, but I don't like ketchup with bean juice.
Really?
No.
Interesting. I don't like ketchup on eggs, but I like ketchup with eggs, but I prefer a bit of brown sauce. I can't remember what the other thing we was going to chat about. Woke, transgenderism. There's a couple of other bits, weren't there?
Trump.
Nah,
He'll come under woke.
Yeah.
There was another one.
Oh, the moon landing.
Oh, conspiracy
Oh, yeah,
theories.
conspiracy theories.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm all
Moon
over
landing.
that. I'm all
Never
over that.
happened.
Ernest
Never
Craven
happened.
and all that.
Much as the stars are behind me now, never fucking happened. Load of bullshit.
Deadlights.
Are you taking that stance?
Fucking downright, yeah.
The moon landing didn't happen.
Moon landing did not happen. Load of bollocks. Can't even get to the fucking moon now, yet we did it apparently 60 years ago. Yeah, sure that happened.
Who said we can't get there now?
Oh, well, haven't we been there then in the last 20 years? Can't get there now.
Cost of living.
Where did you go on holiday 30 years ago?
Where did I go on holiday 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Cromer.
You been there since?
No.
Right, well there you go.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Fucking do that again. I'm going to break it off.
What's the point of going now?
Going now.
Just because they're not going doesn't mean they can't. What are they going to see? The same shit
50
they
years
saw
ago,
50
they didn't
years
even
ago.
have fucking basic mobile phones. No chance. We'll save this for another episode, but it didn't happen. Moon landing's fake as bullshit. It was just a big...
As fake as bullshit.
As fake as bullshit it is. It was a big thing by the US government to get it over Russia, who were threatening to do the same in the USA.
And you think that Russia would have just let that go? If Russia believed it was a hoax, they would have just sat back and said, okay,
No. I don't think that, but I think with the USA and Russia, if one was going to start revealing secrets about the other, there'd be a fuckload of tit for tat, which would probably embarrass both nations. So I think with a lot of the secrets that those countries hold against each other, it's probably better to just let people the moon landing is fake.
But that is for another time.
Yeah. That would be episode 7 of Where Will Went Wrong.
No, I'm not having that. No, it was bullshit. No, the moon landing. No, let's just leave it there and agree to disagree.
Okay. Bring your stats next time.
I'll bring the stats. Yeah, I'll bring the stats. Yeah.
We'll discuss moon landing and other conspiracy theories.
Yes.
So I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson that said, because this whole thing about Stanley Kubrick was apparently supposed to have directed the moon landing from Pinewood Studios.
That's a little bit too far-fetched.
But Neil deGrasse Tyson said, yeah, it was faked, but the director insisted on shooting it on location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
on the moon.
I do have a lot of time. I do have a lot of time for Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Professor Brian Cox.
And they both believe in the moon landing.
Don't need to agree with people that you can admire.
Okay, well, one thing we'll talk about is your criteria of judging evidence.
Okay.
And just saying, why haven't we been there since? Isn't a legitimate reason.
No, I agree, but I'll when we approach this subject in its entirety.
I went to New York 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you say, why haven't you been there since?
Because there's not a big radioactive...
It's expensive.
There's not a big radioactive wave void to get through first to get to New York that's going to affect you, which you don't have the technology for today, never mind 50 years ago.
There are people in the space station.
Yeah, in the space station, but not going to the moon. We've got to go through quite a lot of radioactivity to get to the moon.
You're talking about the atmosphere?
Not just the atmosphere, no, you can get through the atmosphere because we've done that. But getting to the moon...
The what's it belt?
Yeah, you get there, yeah.
Fuck, I've gone blank now.
You know, this stuff.
The asteroid belt.
The van something belt.
We will reconvene
You're doing the smug face, but can you say what it is?
Isn't it the Van Zandt belt?
Van Zandt was the singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Lynyrd Skynyrd, I've no idea who the fuck that is.
They did Sweet Home Alabama.
Van Zandt belt.
Richie Van Zandt. Is the
Van belt.
Oh fuck! I should know this from watching Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Should do.
I've gone blank.
Me too.
Let us know in the comments. It's not Van Zandt. That was the singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd that died in a plane crash, ironically.
Really? I must have been trying to get to the moon. But yeah, no,
Not on a fucking plane, he weren't.
They're trying to look. We need to redo this. We'll do this at the next one.
Yes.
I will wipe the floor. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I will.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Well, we hope you are too, listeners.
Was Diana murdered?
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
Yes or no? Simple. Was she murdered?
No.
Okay. Gal?
What?
Was Diana murdered?
Too many variables.
No, she died in the car crash. Whatever caused the car crash is undisclosed.
Manslaughter.
But she actually died in the car crash.
Was 9/11 an inside job?
No.
Did the USA know about it?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. And are the royal family living?
We could do a whole actual spin-off series of these, just talking about conspiracy. You know my background with conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I know you. Right, on that note, I need a fag, lads. And
Cigarette.
And women and
cigarette for those
you little
Americans.
coloured people.
For fuck's sake. We've almost done it then.
we almost done that whole episode there without Gal mentioning. Yeah.
Coloured.
I didn't think he'd be the most racist out of all of us here.
No, that's saying
Yeah.
something.
I'm actually,
with
yeah. I've actually been nudged to the
Adolf
left.
Atkins.
No! All over moustaches.
Love you all, no matter what you are. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, well done. Fucking well done.
Been a pleasure, lads and ladettes.
Like, share, subscribe, all the rest of it.
Drive safely, ladies.
False Statement starred Rob Lewis, Gary Redfern, and Will Atkins. Recorded at Rob Lewis Music Services Studio in Ipswich, UK. This fantastic theme tune is Rumble by Mojo, edited and produced by Rob Lewis. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and listen again.